The second I saw this moonshot, I stopped, because that is not the kind of image anyone associates with a GoPro. Then there's this. Look at the depth of field here. And then this. This is absolutely insane low light in serious slow motion. It's more than 120p. And then look at this thing. This is an absolutely crazy macro shot of an eye. GoPro has announced a new processor called the GP3. And yeah, it says that major jumps in image processing, low light performance, thermals, power efficiency and more, with the first GP3 cameras due in Q2 of 2026. But to me, that's not the most interesting part, because this footage suggests something much bigger than just better image quality. It suggests GoPro may be building cameras that don't shoot like traditional GoPros at all. And that raises the real discussion. What are GoPro actually making here? Anybody want to have a guess in the comments? Because look, a better sensor, sure, I get that. A smarter processor, absolutely. That can explain cleaner image quality, the better low light, maybe better slow motion, maybe better thermal performance. But a sensor on its own does not suddenly create like that big telephoto reach. No, it just don't with that moonshot. It does not suddenly create a true macro look, and it definitely does not completely change the optical feel of a shot on its own. That's why this is, to me anyway, and I'm sure to you, so interesting. Because when I look at this footage, I'm not just thinking, haha, cool, sharper GoPro. I'm actually thinking, hang on, are they still making a GoPro in the way we all think of a GoPro log? You know, that small little camera, except I sold mine. How are they doing this? Because this is where the GP3 thing comes in. Very simply, GP3 is the new brain for the next generation of GoPro cameras. This is off of their press release. They say their GP3 is its new custom 5nm imaging processor with more than 2x the pixel processing power of GP2, plus a dedicated AI neural processor and dedicated hardware for sync. God, that damn it, no voice is annoying. Now, if you hear 5nm processor and your eyes glaze over, fair enough, because that means absolutely nothing to normal people. In fact, I had to look it up. The simple version, okay, think of the GP3 like a new engine for the camera. A newer, smaller, smarter, more efficient engine. And GoPro is basically saying this new engine can do a lot more work without wasting as much battery or throwing out as much heat. You're thinking, this matters why? Well, this matters because the brain of the camera is doing way more than people realize. The sensor now can see the scene. The processor decides what to do with it. And it helps decide how the image is cleaned up, how the noisy stuff is handled, how much detail is preserved, how the camera reacts in low light, how hard it can be pushed before it gets hot, how efficiently it uses the battery, and how much headroom it has for those tougher video modes. GoPro's own claims line up with this. It says the GP3, I can't even pronounce it, delivers better AI-driven image quality and low-light performance than GP2, and that its power efficiency and thermal performance should significantly outperform the competition, leading to industry-leading runtimes and demanding conditions. Yeah, it's all marketing buzz, right? But if GoPro is saying the next cameras get better low-light, better thermals, better battery life, and smarter image processing, that all kind of tracks. That makes sense, right? What does GP3 explain? And what does it not explain? Because GP3 absolutely explains why the footage might look better. It absolutely explains why low light could improve. It absolutely explains why a camera might run cooler or last longer. Now, while it does not fully explain friends, it's why some of these shots feel like they're coming from a different kind of camera altogether. The moonshot, that feels like it's a telephoto. Did they strap it onto a rocket ship? The eye shot, that feels macro specialist lens. The other footage, you've got depth of field, which you've never really had on GoPros at all. They just don't have it because it's a fixed lens with a fixed aperture. That's the important bit. Processing can make an image cleaner, okay? Processing can make an image smarter. Processing can make an image prettier. But optics, right, the glass, that creates perspective. Optics affect magnification, optics affect focus behavior, optics affect the overall feel of the image. Footage that we've seen suggests something bigger than same GoPro body, better brain. To me, it suggests optics. lenses, maybe a different form factor. Maybe GoPro making a different kind of camera altogether. And that leads to the next big question. Has GoPro actually hinted at that? I think the answer is yes, at least a little. GoPro is not just saying GP3 will power action cameras. In its official announcement, it says GP3 is designed for small form factor markets. It's another marketing buzzword, right? We're talking action cameras, 360 cameras, vlogging cameras, and these ultra premium compact cinema grade cameras. That's GoPro's wording. That's not Vic having a wild guess. And that's a very different statement from the next GoPro Hero will be a bit better. That sounds like GoPro is building one new camera brain to power multiple kinds of cameras. And if that's true, suddenly this footage makes a lot more sense, because maybe what we're looking at here isn't just the next GoPro Hero 14 in the way people already imagine it. I genuinely don't think it is. Maybe this is GoPro hinting at a broader lineup, a different kind of GoPro camera, maybe even different kinds of GoPro cameras. And as we know, there's different versions of GoPro cameras, small, big, and so on, but not to this extent. What are the actual possibilities though? The first possibility, and probably the safest one, is the next GoPro is still going to be basically a GoPro, just massively improved. All of what we said, like the better low light, the better battery life, the thermals, the processing, better quality, and those tougher action modes, like all the stabilization, all the high frame rates, and ultimately a camera that feels more reliable and less compromised. For me, the last GoPro was the most reliable GoPro I've ever had until I sold it. And honestly, that alone would already be a big deal, because GoPro itself is pitching GP3 as a leap in image quality, low light, and all of this stuff. But the second possibility is way more interesting. Maybe this is a more premium fixed lens compact camera. I don't think this footage come out from your normal GoPro. Something still very much in GoPro's world, small, durable, smart, but with a very different optical design and a very different image look. That would explain a lot more of what we're seeing. The third possibility is a creator or vlogging camera, and they've already made sense, and they've already mentioned vlogging camera. Obviously, it's clearly thinking beyond helmet cams and chest mounts. That means people talking to camera, people filming themselves, people who care about the reliability, the autofocus, the low light, all of those things. Maybe more than they actually care about strapping a thing to a surfboard, because GoPros are an entryway for an awful lot of people into non-action sports stuff. And then here's a wild card possibility. Some kind of modular or lens-based system. Now, to be clear, GoPro has not announced an interchangeable lens camera. That part is speculation. But if you're showing footage that feels macro, telephoto, and more selectively cinematic than a classic ultra-wide action cam, then people are naturally going to start asking lens questions like, hello. That's a reasonable inference from the footage, not something officially confirmed. Like, the broader market reaction is similar. Several camera sites have highlighted the macro, telephoto, and bokeh-like qualities in the teaser footage. And all of that still melts my brain, because that's not GoPro. The real question becomes, is GoPro just building the best version of a GoPro? Or are they trying to become a different kind of camera company? And let's face it, if you want an action camera, you don't ask for an action camera, you go, can I get a GoPro? And this is where the story gets bigger than just the camera nerd stuff, because GoPro does not feel like a company making a casual update here. This isn't just about nicer footage, this feels like a company trying to change the conversation, trying to prove it can be more than the same old action cam update. And I think that creates real tension, because on one hand, this could be exactly what GoPro needs, a proper reinvention, a broader lineup, a move into more premium imaging products. Personally, the brand has always been action cam. No matter what we say, that's what it is. I'm not sure this is the way forward, but that's just me. On the other hand, leading into that, this is risky, because other camera companies are deeply established in those spaces already. Sony, Canon, Panasonic, DJI, Fuji, These are not easy markets to just stroll into and win. However, what I would say, DJI have really hammered cinematic drones, and the cinematic, I can't even remember the name of it, but that one, the big one that's the built-in gimbal, it's really expensive. They've done that. And maybe GoPro saying, we could do all of that as well, but have you forgotten about karma? No, not that karma. Yeah, that happened. That did not end well. They exited the drone business after karma struggled against competition, and after an earlier recall, that just all went a bit belly up. If GoPro is now pushing into more premium, more cinematic, more creator-friendly camera territory, that's exciting, but it is also a genuine gamble. Which leads to another question. Is this smart reinvention or a last throw of the dice for GoPro? Obviously, their stock price is I think it could be both. These two things are not mutually exclusive. Sometimes the smartest reinventions happen because a company has no choice but to stop doing the obvious thing. And if GoPro really is under pressure, just look at their stock price over the last couple of years, then maybe that's exactly why this teaser feels different, because this does not feel like here's hero whatever with a couple of tweaks. It feels like GoPro wants us to think bigger. But before we all disappear completely up our own arses with speculation, here's a reality check. This is still a teaser. It is designed to look incredible. It is designed to trigger exactly this kind of conversation. And it's designed to make people like me stare at a moonshot and start drawing lines between things. Lots of lines. None of this proves GoPro's launching a mirrorless camera or an interchangeable lens camera beast. Nah, it doesn't. What it does prove is that GoPro deliberately choose footage that looks different from the classic GoPro image stuff that people have in their heads, those super wide angle shots, some dude on a skateboard on fire, and they paired it with official language about markets beyond action cameras. The smartest version of this take is not right. GoPro's definitely doing X. The smartest version, my friends, is GoPro has very clearly signaled that the next generation may be a much bigger shift than a normal yearly update. Remember getting one last year. And the footage strongly suggests the shift is not just about a faster chip, maybe about new kinds of cameras, new optics, or at the very least, a much broader vision of what a GoPro camera can be. And to me, that's the real story here. Right now, my take is this. GP3 explains why the image could get better, but the footage suggests something bigger than processing alone. Standard GoPro with a new image chip can't happen. These things cannot happen. These images cannot happen. But even if half of any of this is true, then the next generation GoPro cameras could not be the most interesting thing the company has done in years. And I don't think we have too long to wait. Now, I want to know what you think. Just drop me a comment below. Are GoPro just making a much better action camera, or are they quietly building something completely different?